You're now rocking with Tough Tiger Talk. Much love to the fans. Appreciate y'all tuning in on this episode of Tough Tiger Talk. We in the building. I'm Big Q chiming in. Got one man called, and we getting ready for this one, man. Walker Howard, several days ago, announced that he would be entering the transfer portal. We knew that when Jaden Daniels was coming back to LSU, we ultimately figured that Walker Howard would be a guy that could possibly transfer. Now it's official that that he announced that he would transfer, and now it's official that we know where he's going to, and it's not going to be outside the SEC. So please feel free to hit the like button before we get going in this episode of Tough Tiger Talk. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and by all means, help us out by sharing the stream on your social media with other diehard LSU football family members. With that being said, let's get an article right here from CBS. Walker Howard transfers to Ole Miss. How about that? Ex-LSU QB top available transfer stays in the SEC West with the Rebels of Ole Miss. He heads there, and this is a good young quarterback, so it'll prove to be some interesting times between these two teams. So let's get into it. Former LSU quarterback Walker Howard announced his transfer to Ole Miss on Wednesday after spending 1 year with the Tigers. Howard, who's a four-star prospect and top uncommitted quarterback in the 24/7 Sports Transfer Portal rankings, initially announced his intent to transfer last week. Now, Howard was a rising redshirt freshman, saw action in only 2 games this season, including the Citrus Bowl against Purdue, when he just completed 2 of 4 passes for 7 yards in a 63-7 win over the Boilermakers. Now, he's a former LSU quarterback Jamie Howard, who was likely entrenched as the number 3 quarterback on the depth chart behind both Jaden Daniels and Garrett Nussmeier as the Tigers entered winter workouts. Now, Howard was the number 1 overall, the number 91th overall player in the class of 2022 out of St. Thomas More High School in Lafayette, Louisiana. Gabe Brooks, Midlands region recruiting analyst for 24/7 Sports, provided the scouting report on Howard coming out of high school. He said, not a true dual threat, functionally mobile with ability to extend plays outside the pocket, remains accurate on the move, square shoulders, and fires even when on the run. Plenty of arm strength, but still probably some juice to squeeze out at the top end, which should come with added physical mass strength. Typically stays on top of the ball, but will have one sail a bit every once in a while. So as you can see, Walker Howard's Twitter, he got Hottie Toddy there, and of course the graphic with Walker Howard as the quarterback heading into Ole Miss. So it'll be interesting to see what happens at the quarterback spot with Lane Kiffin's Rebels. If you're thinking about, does he have an opportunity to start for him? Well, you got Jackson Dart, who threw for almost 3,000 yards, rushed for 614 yards, and tallied 21 total touchdowns, one of which was rushing. And his first year at Ole Miss starter, however, his 11 interceptions, including 4 over the last 3 games, have to be something to be concerned about with Lane Kiffin and the rest of the Ole Miss staff. Now, Dart is a rising junior, could jump to the NFL if he makes a massive step forward. Even if he doesn't, the fact that LSU preserved Howard's red shirt in 2022 will give him plenty of time to develop in Kiffin's system before having the chance to take over the top spot on the depth chart. His decision to leave LSU wasn't exactly a shot. He was talented, third string, and finding greener pastures elsewhere makes sense. Nussmeier, could Nussmeier be on the leave? And I don't think Nussmeier leaves or he don't go anywhere. I think he'll stay there with LSU. But anyway, Walker Howard with an injury at the quarterback position to Ole Miss could put him in the boat to kind of have some opportunity to play for the Ole Miss Rebels. So with that being said, as you see Walker Howard hit the transfer portal, he'll find himself in Oxford with the Ole Miss Rebels. So what do you guys think about that, man? What do you think about Walker Howard leaving, going to and staying in the SEC is the big thing. We probably thought he would move outside the SEC, but when he hit the transfer portal, you see what Lane Kiffin did. Lane Kiffin had that tweet, so we should already knew something was stinking, to be honest with you, and he ends up with Ole Miss. So with that being said, man, put y'all comment sections in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about Walker Howard ending up in Ole Miss and his prospects in the future against LSU. So with that being said, fam, listen. Very interesting stuff, man, but we knew this was not really a surprise. We knew Walker Howard was going to leave after Jaden Daniels said what he said. So with that being said, we're going to get out on that. I appreciate you chiming on this episode of Tough Tiger Talk. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share the show on your social media feed. I'm going to holler at y'all on the next one. Go Tigers.